Hello and welcome. This is another one of our Dahua Alarm Hub Airshield kit videos. In this one we're going to be showing you how to add some cameras. We'll maybe give the door a little chime, and we will put our detectors in a different area so that we can do a home and away mode type things. So let's get this thing going with cameras. If I move over to the mobile phone, what we'll see under the devices, I've renamed some of them, so we've got an internal PIR and an external PIR here. So the deal would be generally that you'd go to the external camera and we'd want to enable video, which we do down here. This is alarm video linkage, and when we do that we're able to select a channel. When we select a channel, you can see quite clearly there's no recorder in there. So the first stage is to go back out and add a device. So the device is here, and we add a QR code. So I'm going to nip over to the web pages now of my recorder on the network. And what we've got here is a live camera system. There's a few cameras on here, as we can see. A few pointing outside and one particular one pointing inside. And that's the one we're interested in right now. We're going to be able to see some stuff. So I'm going to go over to the very first setting you need to do is to go and check a few things. Under the network, we have a peer-to-peer setting, and under there we have a tick box which enables the peer-to-peer setting. And the important thing is it says online, all right, and that's the QR code that we're going to be scanning in a second. If you've already got all that set up, there is a little quick QR code up here, which is the one I'm going to use. So I'm going to go and get the mobile phone now. I'm going to scan that QR code, and that's me going to add it to the system. And I'm going to tell it it's an NVR, and I'm going to give it some of these details. So I'll quickly give it these details. I'm just going to call it NVR. The username is fine. Of course, I need to enter. Once you've done that, it finds it on the network and on the internet, to be fair. We can go back to the home page, and you can see it already quite clearly that the recorder's been added to my system, and we can see a live image now of the recorder, which is great, which is what you normally do with this app. So I have to go back into the hub now, go back down to devices, pick our external PIR, and this time what we're going to do is go down to the settings, alarm video linkage, and now we'll get a chance to pick a channel number. I'll pick channel 1 because that's the one I'm after. You could have renamed them all. So now what's going to happen when we get an activation, we're going to get a picture. To enable the devices to react to the home and away mode, by default there's not a lot of difference between home and away. All devices will be activated no matter which one we select, home or away mode. So we need to take one of the devices away from home mode, and the one we're going to take off of home mode is the internal device. So the internal PIR, I've taken it away from home mode. So I don't want, if I'm home, I don't want that PIR to be active. My external PIR, on the other hand, is active while in home mode. So it's the outside detector, it's the external detector. So I can now go back to a live image on here. First thing we have to do is we have to go and set the system. So we're going to set it in home mode, which we can do through the fob, which is the home button.
Home mode activated.
And that's our home mode activated now. We can check our PIR, which is the internal PIR. He's not been activated by anything internally, and our external PIR is this one here, so I'll lift that one off of there. There we go.
Disarmed.
So there we're going to put the detectors in a different zone, and we should have a message now, and there's the message on the screen. External PIR, motion detection. Let's go and have a look at them. it does a little replay from what's previously happened before. Nothing happening on there, and as we move along on the video, this is what happened when it tripped the alarm at 48:33 is the alarm time. So everything looks good so far. The only thing I wanted to show you extra was creating a chime. So on one of the devices we've got our door contact here, and under here we have something called doorbell. So doorbell's enabled on there, and if you look over at the video, and if there we go, that's the door chime. I hope that's helped. Check back for some more.